Good morning, children. Today I will start chapter 20 in English Reader. So it's a poem, and the title of this poem is Olive Aunt. And this poem is written by J.R.R. Tolkien. So, first let's know a short description about J.R.R. Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien in full. John Ronald Reuel Tolkien. He was an English writer, poet, and a university professor. He was born in South Africa on 3rd January 1892. He lost his father at the age of 4. His famous works include The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. He died on 2nd September 1973. Now, at first we will recite the poem. So let's start. Grey as a mouse, big as a house, nose like a snake, I make the earth shake. As I tramp through the grass, trees crack as I pass. With horns in my mouth, I walk in the south. Flapping big ears beyond count of years. I stump round and round, never lie on the ground. Not even to die, oliphant am I. Biggest of all, huge, old and tall. If ever you'd met me, you wouldn't forget me. If you never do, you won't think I'm true. But old elephant am I, and I never lie. Children, this poem is about an elephant. What is an elephant? An elephant looks like this, okay? So an elephant is an enormous animal. Enormous means big, very big animal. Similar to elephant. The height of an elephant is much more taller than that of a common elephant. So in this poem, the elephant is talking about himself. It is the poem in which an elephant describes himself. He is talking about the color of the body, about his size, about his ear, about his strength. How strong is he boosting himself in this body? So children, first let's know a short summary of this poem, Elephant. In this poem, an elephant, that means elephant, is telling about itself. It is grey as a mouse and big as a house. Its nose is like a snake, and when it walks through the grass, the earth shakes. It has horns in its mouth and has big flapping ears. It never lies on the ground and has a long life. It is the biggest animal on earth, huge, old and tall. It's an unforgettable being for the people who have met him, and it never tells a lie. So this is a small summary of this poem. Now I will explain this poem stanza wise. Grey as a mouse, big as a house, nose like a snake, I make the earth shake. As I tramp through the grass, trees crack as I pass. So in these lines, the elephant is talking about himself. He's saying that just like the mouse, which is grey in color, his body is also grey in color. He's talking about the color of his body. And just like a big house, look at his body. His body is also big in size. Now just have a look at this nose. It looks like a snake, isn't it? So he's saying that his nose looks like a snake, and when he walks through the grass, because of his heavy weight, even the earth shakes. He can make the earth shake as he walks noisily through the grass because of his heavy footstep. Even the trees start to crack. A tramp means walk noisily. Now I am going to read next stanza. With horns in my mouth, I walk in the south, flapping big ears beyond count of years. I stump round and round, never lie on the ground, not even to die. So here flapping means to move up and down, and stump means walk stiffly. So children, this line is saying that he has got horns. He has got horns in his mouth. Actually, he is talking about his teeth. It's look like a horn, isn't it? So he is saying that he has got horns in his mouth and he is walking towards. So which direction he is walking? Towards the south direction, flapping his big ears. It's been many years since he has been walking round and round and never lie on the ground, not even to die. Now we will read next. Oliphant am I, biggest of all, huge, old and tall. Now in this line the elephant is boasting about himself, saying that he is the largest, oldest, strongest and the tallest among all other animals. Now last stanza. If ever you'd met me, you won't forget me. If you never do, you won't think I'm true. But old elephant am I, and I never lie. So in these lines, he's saying that people will not forget him if they meet him once. And if they don't, they will think that is not real. He does not exist in reality. But he is saying that as he is an old elephant, he never tells a lie. He is saying that whatever I have described about myself, everything is true. As because I always speak truth and I never lie. So children, I hope you must have understood this poem. Now let's come to exercise. T number. Spot 3 similes in the poem and write them down. For example, as brave as a lion. So now make sentences with these similes to bring out their meanings clearly. So what are the similes you can use? Grey as a mouse. So what sentence you can make with this? The car is as grey as a mouse. Big as a house. The ship is as big as a house. Nose like a snake. I saw an animal at the zoo which had a nose like a snake. These are the 3 similes. Now come to D number. Which word in this poem rhyme with each other? So what are that? Mouse, house. Snake, shake. Grass, pass. Mouth, south. Ears, ears. round, ground, die, I, all, tall, do, true, I, lie. So these all are rhyming words. Now, what is your classwork? You have to write summary of this poem in your English reader notebook and write about poet, which I have described in this video. And for homework, you write this poem, Oliphant, and exercise work. Okay? Till then, thank you.